Hi dear friends and subscribers. Welcome to the Cricket Happening Show and welcome to the match report on the fourth match which took place here in the Asia Cup 2014 between Sri Lanka and India, where the match actually went down to the wire. In fact, it went down to the last moment, last over, and only in the second over or the 50th over the match was completed with Sri Lanka being victors by 2 wickets and also going on top of the table as far as the Asia Cup is concerned. Now, India actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick report on this particular match. So let's start looking at the report, what really happened. So it was a good toss to win for Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka won the toss and realizing that probably dew might be becoming a factor in the pitch later on. What they did is decided to insert India in, and well, India. They put up a score of 264 for 9 of 50 overs. They really struggled in the sense they lost their opener Rohit Sharma pretty early, as he was Senanayake was introduced pretty early on into the attack, and he was LBW bowled Senanayake for 13 of 28 balls with 1-4. But Shikhar Dhawan went on to play a wonderful knock. In fact, once Rohit Sharma was gone, India were 33 for 1 at that stage when actually Rohit Sharma left. But Shikhar Dhawan combined with Virat Kohli, and as you know, both of them are in some good form, especially Virat Kohli. And Shikhar Dhawan and Virat Kohli went about their business in a very workmanlike manner, and they had scored. They had taken the score to 130 runs in the 26 overs, with Virat Kohli playing some wonderful stroke. But Shikhar Dhawan really not really playing as he normally. Normally, as you know, he's a pretty aggressive player. But both of them probably wanting to build a foundation. They did that precisely well, and then when everything was going well for India, they had, as I said, the score had been taken on 97-run partnership, and the score had gone to 130. That was the time. This was the point in which India definitely. At looking at the score at 130 for 2, one would have expected probably India might be scoring in excess of 300, but unfortunately that was not to be, as Ajanta Mendis was included in the team. Had his carom ball have a great effect, because first he actually got Virat Kohli to miss a carom ball from him, to shoot it onto the stumps, and Virat Kohli was gone, bowled by Mendis for 51 balls with 4 fours and 1 6. After that, the next wicket to go was Ajinkya Rahane, who tried to hit Senanayake. He was caught by Thirumalai for 22 of 27 balls with 1-4, but Shikhar Dhawan was there, and Shikhar Dhawan he was actually, he deserved a century there. He has done all the hard work and he was batting on 94, and as I said, Mendis actually produced another carom ball, this time to Shikhar Dhawan, who again Shikhar Dhawan tried to actually play at it, and he was gone. Clean bowled by Ajanta Mendis for 94 of 114 balls with 7 fours and 1 6, and those 2 wickets of Shikhar Dhawan and Virat Kohli really derailed this Indian innings, because what it did is it really gave the initiative to the Sri Lankan bowlers, who really capitalized in a big way, because India started losing wickets pretty cheaply, with Ambati Rayudu dismissed for 18 of 23 balls with 1-4 by Chaturanga de Silva. Karthik disappointed, out for 4 of 3 balls with 1-4, and in the end it was left to Ravindra Jadeja along with the tail enders. And Stuart Binney also disappointed, LBW bowled Senanayake for naught. Ashwin and Jadeja combined, and Ashwin contributing a very quick 18 of 16 balls with 2 fours. Bhuvneshwar Kumar was out for naught. Mohammad Shami was not out on 14, and as such, Ravindra Jadeja was there in the end to take India to a score of 264 for 9 of 50 overs, with Jadeja not out 22 of 27 balls with 1 6. Shami hitting 2 sixes in his knock of 14, an unbeaten knock of 14 of 7 balls, and those were all huge sixes hit with lots of power and timing, and India put up a score of 264 for 9 of their 50 overs. The bowling, Malinga 10 overs 1 for 58. Angelo Matthews unfortunately couldn't really bowl much, and he was really struggling with his injury. 3.2 overs, 1 made and none for 9. So that was a blow for them, because Angelo Matthews has been bowling well of late. Senanayake bowled well, 10 overs, 1 made and 41 runs and 3 wickets. But the spinners were the ones who actually put the brakes on India, because with Ajanta Mendis leading the way, 10 overs, no maiden, 60 runs and 4 wickets. Chaturanga de Silva 10 overs, no maiden, 1 for 51, and Thisara Pereira bowling 6.4 overs, no maiden, none for 40. As far as the Sri Lankan chase was concerned, I mean, chasing 265 to actually win the match. They started off with a very good partnership, a very attacking partnership, I would say, especially led by Kushal Pereira, who played some he slammed a lot of boundaries and sixes. He hit 2 sixes and he hit 4 fours in a knock of 64 of 81 balls with 4 fours and 2 sixes. Thirumanne also played very well, continuing his good form, and he was looking good too. But then for India, the pace bowlers, even Bhuvneshwar Kumar was actually bowling pretty well. In fact, his first spell of 6 overs cost him just 14 runs. In fact, Mohammad Shami today looked a bit out of shape, and then it required the injection of spin to actually get a breakthrough for India, as Kushal Pereira was caught at the crease, where actually he got a ball where he actually nicked on after 80 runs were added for the first wicket. Kushal Pereira caught by Dinesh Karthik behind the stump to the bowling of Ashwin for 64 of 81 balls with 4 fours and 2 sixes, and he played beautifully. In fact, he was very aggressive. And as you know, whenever you see Kushal Pereira, one thinks of the former batsman from Sri Lanka, Sanath Jayasuriya, is absolutely in that mold. The way he uses, he plays his strokes. Thirumanne contributed 38. In fact, Thirumanne was the first to go, as in fact Ashwin had him LBW for 38 of 55 balls, 4 fours and 1 6, and then Kushal Pereira followed him to the pavilion after having a brief partnership with Kumar Sangakarra, when Tisra Pereira was dismissed, caught by Karthik on the bowling of Ashwin for 64 of 81 balls with 4 fours and 2 sixes, and Mahela Jayawardene, and suddenly when India took these 2 wickets, it really got some life back into the game for India. And what it did is that Ravindra Jadeja, the left-arm spinner, struck in wonderful fashion by first luring Jayawardene to a cover drive, and Jayawardene hitting it in the air, and Sharma actually taking the catch. So he was gone for 9 of 12 balls with 1 4, and the very next delivery, Dinesh Chandimal, the very next delivery he faced, he was sent back to the pavilion. What a delivery! Absolutely, one could call that the delivery of the day, which was bowled by any bowler thus far, I would say, in this particular match. Jadeja got a ball which actually pitched on the line of the middle stump, and actually started spinning away, and it spun away, and Chandimal was beaten by the turn and went on to knock the off stump. What a delivery Jadeja produced, and absolutely cock-a-hoop at that time, Jadeja, after getting Chandimal's wicket, and this really put some pressure on Sri Lanka with a score on 148 for 4 in the 32nd over. After that, Angelo Matthews came in and joined Kumar Sangakarra, but the good thing for Sri Lanka was that Kumar Sangakarra was there, and that was a big plus for them. And finally that proved to be, because Kumar Sangakarra was the man who went on to make 103 runs of 84 balls with 12 fours and 1 6, and the way he played orthodox strokes, he played innovative strokes, and he really played like a real professional. We all know what a player Kumar Sangakarra is, so he definitely showed that. Angelo Matthews, he came in, and that was the time they were 148 for 4 at that stage in the 32nd over. And then Angelo Matthews, as I said, he had some injury problem, and here he was trying to actually flick a ball from Mohammad Shami. He was adjudged LBW for 6 of 18 balls, and that made the score 165 for 5. And then some more pressure on Sri Lanka, even though Kumar Sangakarra was at the crease, which was a good thing for them. Senanaike, after contributing 12 runs of 13 balls with 2 fours, was a victim, as he was caught by Sharma of the bowling of Shami for 12. And once again, this match was really very alive, 183 for 6, but definitely Sri Lanka always would have hoped that they can win as far as Kumar Sangakarra stays at the crease. And it was very essential for India to get the wicket of Kumar Sangakarra, but they definitely failed in that effort. Chaturanga de Silva made only 9 runs of 12 balls with 1 4 LBW ball Jadeja, and when Chaturanga de Silva was dismissed, the score was 216 for 7. And then Kumar Sangakarra took it upon himself, even though Tisra Pereira was there, the burly hitter, but Kumar Sangakarra took it upon himself by placing the ball well, and playing some real percentage strokes, not really rushing up anything. But if you look at the Sangakarra's knock, it was done in a very nice manner. He contributed 103 of just 84 balls with 12 fours and 1 6. It was a very professional, and it was only fitting that Sri Lanka won, because Kumar Sangakarra definitely Sri Lanka definitely deserved a victory after the way Kumar Sangakarra played. It was a wonderful knock from Kumar Sangakarra under the circumstances when they were really under pressure, and suddenly when in fact another good thing that one saw here was that Thisara Perera, normally a good hitter of the ball, probably really coaxed by Sangakarra, decided to play second fiddle, and probably Sangakarra would have given instructions to Thisara Perera that he needed Thisara Perera to just stay at the crease and not attempt anything wild, and only attempt anything wild once Kumar Sangakarra is gone. But and Thisara Perera followed that to a T by not really taking any risks, in fact occupying 18 balls with an unbeaten 11, and finally when Kumar Sangakarra had reached his century, that was the time, suddenly once again when the 8th wicket fell, when Kumar Sangakarra actually tried to carve a ball to Mohammad Shami, it went into the hands of Ashwin for 103 of 84 balls. Sri Lanka were 258 for 5 at the stage in the 49th over, and another 7 runs to get. But very streakily, I would say that Ajanta Mendes got a ball from Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, which he streakily, actually he went for a shot and the ball took the outside edge and ran away to the boundary. You can't do much in those times. And Ajanta Mendes was the one who actually gave them the victory. He was not out on 5, 2 balls, 1-4. Thisara Perera was not out on 11, and Sri Lanka went off to a nice victory over India, and that too a very nice victory, but a well fought out match I thought by India, even though the 265 was not looking something that India could defend against Sri Lanka, but I thought India defended this particular total in a very nice manner, and finally Sri Lanka victors by 2 wickets, making 265 for 8. As far as Bhuvaneshwar Kumar was concerned, his first spell was absolutely splendid, 6 overs for 14, but after that he really went for runs of the bat of Kumar Sangakarra. And Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, if you look at the record of his, he has leaked runs at plenty when he comes to the slog overs. Normally one sees Mahendra Singh Dhoni using Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, he always trusts Bhuvaneshwar Kumar with the new cherry rather than he giving him a bowl later on. So Virat Kohli probably would take that as a learning thing and in his captaincy, and probably give Bhuvaneshwar Kumar the full taste of the new cherry. That is the time when he is actually best at bowling, I suppose. 9.2 overs, 1 made and none for 45. Shami 10 overs, no made and 3 for 81. Came back very well in the later stages. Ashwin 10 overs, 2 for 42, bowled well. Vinny 4 overs for 22. Jadeja once again continuing his consistency, his economy, his wicket taking, and he has been doing very well so far. 10 overs, 1 made and 30 runs and 3 wickets. Ambati Rayudu bowled 1 over for 9 runs. Rohit Sharma also bowled well, 5 overs for 29, and Kumar Sangakarra for the century was man of the match. And let me also tell you, dear fans and subscribers, this is the fourth. This is the so not a day in this Asia Cup 2014 has gone without a century. And why not? Flat tracks. Well, you definitely have batting which is really entertaining, and well, the batsmen have absolute value for playing their strokes, and that's what it is. So this is the 4th century, consecutive century in Asia Cup 2014. So we can expect more centuries in this Asia Cup 2014 for sure. And tomorrow Bangladesh take on Afghanistan. The host Bangladesh taking on Afghanistan. That's a match coming up. I don't have much time on this YouTube broadcast, unfortunately, but tomorrow, let me tell you, 1st of March, we have the Proteas, the South Africans, taking on Australia in the final match of the Test series, and that at Newlands in Cape Town. And if at all South Africa win that particular Test match, they will be making history. That was the first time that South Africa would have defeated Australia at home in a Test series. And besides that, there is one live cricket update. I will be giving it to you before I leave this cricket happening show. This is a match which is being played right now. As you know, 3 one-day internationals are being played between West Indies and England, and currently I see West Indies are really struggling right now against England. West Indies are 175 for 5 in the 44th over. They didn't have a good start. Powell was caught Jordan bowled root for 5 for 14 balls. Dwayne Smith contributing 24 of 32 balls with 3 fours and 1 6, a victim of Treadwell. Kirk Edwards bowled by Bresnan for 10. Darren Bry was LBW, bowled Moeen Ali, who was making his debut today. He was out for 2. And Landis Simmons is the only person, he's the highest scorer. He made 65 of 94 balls, 6 fours, and that's the precise reason West Indies looking a bit steady after struggling at 45 for 4 in the 16th over. Now looking a bit respectable at 175 175 for 5. So his contribution was 65. Right now I see the Wayne Bravo is not out on 48 of 73 balls with 3-4. Dan Sammy is not out on 6. And West Indies in the 44th over of 175 for 5. I'm sure some fireworks are going to come now. If at all they want to probably take the score on to 250. Joe Root, 7 overs 2 minutes 1 for 19, bowled excellently. Brought 6 overs 1 minute none for 35. Bresnan, 7 overs 1 minute 2 for 27 for Tim Bresnan. Treadwell, 10 overs 1 minute 1 for 23, very economical. 6 overs 1 minute 1 for 25 for Moeen Ali, the left arm spinner on his debut. And Chris Jordan, 7.3 overs 2 minutes 1 for 36. Also Michael Lumb, the English player who has been playing a lot of 2020 cricket for England, is making his debut in this one-day internationals. Well, dear fans and subscribers, I am right now shutting up shop as far as the Cricket Happening Show is concerned for today, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow. As you know, on Saturday the Cricket Happening Show would be a late Cricket Happening Show, but on that I'll be definitely covering the Asia Cup. I'll be covering the Australia versus South Africa match, and also I'll be talking about this particular match which is going on currently between West Indies and England here at I think it is happening at the Sir Vivian Richards Stadium, North Sound in Antigua. So until then, it's goodbye. Thank you.